Born in Concord, New Hampshire, in 1957, George Condo arrived on the New York art scene during the same time as his buddy John Michael Basquiat, who had convinced him to move there at the end of the 1970s. Condo traveled to Paris in 1985 and stayed there for 10 years before coming back to New York after a few shows in different East Village galleries and a visit to Andy Warhol's factory. Pop culture and the history of art are both major influences on the artist. His darkly humorous paintings revisit and twist works by Goya, Velázquez, Manet, or Picasso. He voluntarily destroys the artificial realism that many painters of the Glenn Brown and John Curran eras deployed as a means of depiction. Collections in places like MoMA, the Whitney Museum of American Art, the Metropolitan, the Guggenheim Museum in New York, the Tate Modern in London, or the National Gallery of Art in Washington may have some examples of his work. After achieving a first result of more than $5 million with Nude and Forms, Christie's, New York, George Condo's reputation expanded in 2018. Highest prices at auction. Number 1. Force Field, 2010. Lot number 10. Painting, acrylic, charcoal, pastel, linen. It's 42 5x8 into 82 inches. The hammer price is $5,805,900. In Hong Kong dollars, that's $45 million. Price includes buyer premium at $6,857,413. In Hong Kong dollars, that's $53,150,000. The estimate is $2,322,360 to $3,612,560, or $18 million to $28 million Hong Kong dollars. 1. A global sale of the 20th century, 10 July 2020. Online only, Christie's, Hong Kong. Here are some details. The provenance: Scarsted Gallery, New York, acquired from the above by the present owner. A feast of color, shape, and melodic arrangement may be found in George Condo's Force Field. Condo has painted and sketched a bewildering collection of figures that clash and disintegrate over the enormous 2-meter canvas. The acrylic on linen piece, which features crisp charcoal lines and subtle pastel accents, is dominated by brilliant greens and opalescent passages of blue, lavender, and graphite. It exhibits a wealth of rich texture and attention-grabbing tone. Eyes and teeth, buttocks and breasts, bow ties, the poised limbs and smiling face of a beautiful nude snippets of recognizable human features are both highlighted and engulfed in a mesmerizing jumble. Faces and bodies are fractured by red splotches and three-dimensional form blends with abstraction shape. Forces dense through structure, overlapping themes, and striking contrasts. The artwork Force Field is a symphony. Number 2. Nude and Forms, 2014. Lot number 18B. Painting, oil canvas, 80 by 72 inches. Hammer price, $5,200,000. Price including buyer's premium, $6,162,500. The estimate, $2.2 to $2.8 million. Post-war and contemporary art evening sale, 17th May 2018. Christie's, New York, NY, United States. Here are some details. Signed, dated Condo Verso. Spruce Magers, London. Acquired from the above by the present owner. Illustrated on page 139 of the catalog. The use of surface and space in Nude and Forms is purposefully sparing and constrained. For Condo, whose pictures often dwell at or near the picture plane, with the backdrop acting as an almost theatrical setting for the core composition, the highly developed and beautifully textured background is somewhat of an anomaly. In this instance, the two's interaction demonstrates Condo's astute compositional ability and underlines the depth of his technical proficiency. The eye of the observer is subtly drawn throughout the image, bouncing from one shape and color to another. In contrast to some of Condo's extremely abstract pieces, where figures and forms take up the full canvas, Condo believes that the best method to engage the painting's surface and showcase its outstanding energy is to concentrate the majority of the activity into a single diagonal band that runs across the canvas. Condo concentrates on a single persona in the current piece, depicting what may very well be her pictured thoughts or an abstract stream of mind. Condo coined a new phrase to describe the unsettling and frequently difficult character of his paintings. It's what I call false reality. I work in that field. Hysteria, excitement, grief, and desperation are just a few of the emotions I strive to capture in a character's head at once. It would be similar to what I'm attempting to make you see in my art if you could see all of these things at once. G. Condo quotes in S. Jeffries' George Condo, "I was delirious, almost died." On February 10, 2014, The Guardian. That assumption is supported by the diagonal composition, which guides the viewer's eye through a torrent of emotion, energy, and the racing mind. For Condo, this manufactured realism fits in perfectly with his self-described psychological cubism, in which he simultaneously paints a single figure in a variety of emotional states, while including the movement's multi-point shattered viewpoints. In fact, Nude and Forms unite several of Condo's most significant concepts and achievements onto one canvas. The picture, which Condo meticulously planned and produced, shows him at his most creative and inventive as a painter. He is enthralled by its clarity and subtly persuasive logic. Condo creates a variety of surfaces on which his intimate setting is staged because he is fascinated by paint and its textural possibilities. Number 3. Linear Connection, 2010. Lot number 21A. Painting, acrylic, charcoal, pastel, linen. 50 by 60 inches. Hammer price, $4.1 million. Price including buyer's premium, $4,950,000. Estimate, $2.5 to $3.5 million. 21st Century Evening Sale, 9th November 2021. Christie's, New York, NY, United States. Provenance, Skarstedt Gallery, New York. Acquired from the above by the present owner in 2010. George Condo has long admired the human overlapping expressive shape. The overlapping weird smiles and women body, a doorway into the thoughts of the people in his photographs, represents his continuous psychological cubism effort. Number 4. Washington Square Park, 2010. Lot number 38C. Painting, acrylic, charcoal, and pastel linen. 78 by 108 and 1 by 8 inches. Hammer price, $4 million. Price including buyer's premium, $4,812,500. Estimate is $2.6 to $3.2 million. Post-war and contemporary art evening sale. 15th November 2018. Christie's, New York, NY, United States. Signed dated title verso. Notes, Baker 169. Skarstedt Gallery, New York. Private collection, United States. Acquired from the above by the present owner. Exhibition, New York, Skarstedt Gallery, George Condo. New paintings, February-April 2010. New York, New Museum. George Condo, Mental States, January to May 2011. Page 176, illustrated in color and incorrectly dated 2008. Illustrated on page 296 to 297 of the catalog. A cast of figures is shown on top of a uniform light blue background, peering out from a jumble of lines, and forms, brushy color clusters of blue, peach, pink, and green, converge. A center horizontal strip displays a collection of faces that emerge from their illegible surrounds. Solitary eyes look out at the spectator, greeted by scowling brows, gnashing teeth, exposed breasts, and snarling grimaces. Even while each figure maintains Condo's instantly identifiable aesthetic, Washington Square Park takes a fresh approach by utilizing an intricate network of thin black lines to control open space. The multitude of faces and body parts that captured the attention of the observer in Washington Square Park comes from a range of aesthetics and sources. A bow tie-wearing countenance that appears to be Francis Bacon's effort at cartooning guards over a multi-dimensional face evocative of Picasso. These figures may be both alluring and repellent, according to Ralph Rugoff. They represent a posture that is both unsettling and alluring. This is also evident in the way they elicit various glances from the audience and how they frequently return our gaze with eyes that don't match or even seem to belong to the same face. The work of Condo is a wild mashup of artistic movements and inspirations. He effectively incorporates key ideas from Surrealism, Cubism, and Expressionism, among other movements. Number 5. Transparent Female Forms, 2009. Lot number 9. Painting, acrylic, chalk, pastel linen. 78 by 113, 7 by 8 inches. Hammer price, $3,821,670. Hong Kong dollars or $30 million. Price including buyer's premium is $4,656,068. That's $36,550,000 Hong Kong dollars. The estimate is $3,184,725 to $4,458,615, or $25 million to $35 million Hong Kong dollars. 20th Century and Contemporary Art Evening Sale, 22nd June 2022, Phillips, Hong Kong, Hong Kong. Details: it's signed dated Condo 09 Verso. Scarstead Gallery, New York, private collection, Phillips, New York, 7 December 2020. Lot 26, acquired at the above sale by the present owner. Transparent Female Forms is a skillful piece from George Condo's influential drawing paintings series that blurs the lines between the figurative and the fragmentary. This stunning piece from 2009, which began a decade-long obsession with the drawing paintings, combines the normally separate processes of drawing and painting while manufacturing his own style of psychological cubism. Transparent Female Forms is a kaleidoscope of jewel-like colors emerging from a white background, overlaid with gestural improvisations that give the piece a feeling of rhythm and allude to Condo's interest in music, which he studied alongside art history at university. Figures that move across the piece emerge from sensual pastels and luscious impasto. Female features with full lips, lush hair, and beautiful pearl accents are created with astounding care. Yet in typical Condo style, hideous figures with scowling expressions, crazy eyes, and deformed heads lurk in the backdrop. Through these contrasts, Condo deftly links the loud with the sensual and the familiar with the foreign, questioning our most basic human inclinations of want, revulsion, and interest.